And I haven't prepped you with this. This is a bonus question that you guys aren't prepared for, but I've been thinking about it and I don't know the answer to it. So I just like to get your candid shoot from the hip answer. All right. So everyone's talking about Deshaun Watson, hell of a player, trade a lot of picks, give him a lot of money, win. Well, Dak Prescott may not be as good as Deshaun Watson, but he's close and he's a free agent. Now the Cowboys could tag him, but they tagged him once already. Tagging him again would be very expensive. If they do tag him, it would cost the Niners 2 first-round picks to trade for him. If they don't tag him, it would cost the Niners a whole lot of money to sign him. But Watson's expensive too. Is Prescott a better option for the 49ers than Watson? I don't know the answer. I'm genuinely curious to hear what you guys say. I don't know.
I would go with not better than Deshaun Watson. If it's 2 first-round picks for Prescott and 3 or 4 for Watson, I'd much rather go the Watson route because – as we've said, this 1 year, Watson does have a lesser salary. Dak, you would be paying, 35 minimum?
True.
Right?
True. Watson is kind of a bargain next year, kind of, a mid-level.
So with Dak, you would be kissing goodbye all free agents really this offseason, at least Barrett and Kerry Hyder, and that would hurt your defense a lot.
And
you would have your quarterback. Yeah, and Trent Williams.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Jack wants to play with that offensive line without Trent Williams. I'm sure he'd love that on a franchise tag.
He hasn't taken a quick look. He hasn't taken a deep look at Justin School yet, so give it time.
Yeah, so I think that would be rough for him, but I would much rather go the Watson route if it was him or Dak. But I also think the Cowboys are going to sign him. I don't think they let him leave after seeing what happens when he's not in the offense.
Okay.
I think I'd go with Watson, knowing that Dak is coming off of an injury. I know that it may not be fair to say that Dak has been injury prone throughout his whole career, but when you're coming off a serious injury like that, there's been a lot of guys who weren't known as being injury prone, and then when they get that first injury in a while, it can kind of snowball and impact their health. And so I like the fact that Watson's coming off a healthy season.
Well, that's a really tough one, Grant. I hate you for this question, and I think I'm gonna have to go with. I think I'm gonna have to go with Watson as well, just because at least Watson has assured himself of being in the elite category, and even this year he's already leading the pass yards passing, and he's showing to still be ascending. At least right now, just take the guaranteed. And at least 21, you have a chance to really win it. With Dak, it's cool. You still get the upgrade and you get to keep picks, but that's more so like if you really want to keep it within 5 years. And if 2020 showed the 49ers anything is that don't take your Super Bowl window for granted. You know, I was more like, hey, I understand the trade for DeForest Buckner and all that stuff, but some of these moves that you're just looking for 5 years down the line, you got to live in the moment. And with Deshaun Watson, at least you can live in the moment with him for 2021. And he is elite. And I think Dak might even break Deshaun Watson's record in terms of, might even break his salary number too, just because of hidden in the free market. You know, so many competitors, you know, you're going to have the Bears out there. You're going to have
or something crazy.
It might be more than Watson. If there's anything that quarterback new contracts have shown is that if you want to sign them first, because if you sign them last, you're paying more than you have to.
That's a really good point.
Yep. I'm going to go with Watson as well. If you look at it, just looking at his deal, you're only going to pay him $10.5 million for next year because the signing bonus stays with Houston. That's a good deal. And then after that, you have his contract. You have him in place. The most you have, it's $37 million is the most. That's going to be in the second year of the deal. But you've got this guy in your building now. Work with him. Give him more money, but spread it out over another 2 or 3 years so that you can keep that cap number low until the salary cap increases. And that's the direction that I would go. Plus, if you give up a bunch of, draft picks, that helps John Lynch because he stinks in the first 3 rounds. That sets him up in the 4th through the 7th. So it's a perfect move.
That's funny. I guess I wouldn't do either one of these things. I'm all about money ball at quarterback, and I want the quarterback on the rookie deal. That's basically how I feel. Unless he's Patrick Mahomes, and neither of these guys are Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion. As excellent as both of them are, because they're both excellent. And better than Jimmy Garoppolo. Both of them would be, Josh Allen is, I would probably think about giving him the second deal. But still got to see more from him. What about what?
You wouldn't let Russ cook?
I would trade him, man. He can't. Anyway, we're getting off topic. What was I talking about? Dak Prescott. No, I think actually I'm going to disagree with the 4 of you. I'm thinking I know Dak Prescott would be more expensive in 2021, and I wouldn't trade picks for him. But if he's a free agent and Dallas decides to let him go, because they don't want to give him all that money, I would just give the money to Dak Prescott, keep my picks, and feel like, if if John Lynch is really bad, you could fire him and bring in a good general manager or a better one who knows what to do with draft picks. I don't know. I'd like the idea of the idea potentially being able to build around Dak Prescott long term than not with Watson. But you guys made really good points, and I came into this wanting to say Dak anyway. So maybe I don't know. I don't know.
Give all that money to a guy. You don't want to give all that money to a guy that just broke his leg.
No. His leg did a 360. That's what it did. His leg literally said,
he was a mobile quarterback, right? Oh, yeah. Well, at least he didn't tear his ACL. I don't know. Watson tore his ACL. I don't know. Yeah, it's a tough one. Actually, why even mess around when you can just draft the stud with that beautiful face from Florida? What a good, handsome man, Kyle Trask. It's his face. I think that's the reason people don't like him. Although Mac Jones has a Eli Manning face too, and everyone likes him right now. So I don't know.
How dare you disrespect Nick Mullins when he's in the room with us right now when we need to re-sign him back?
Nick Mullins is extremely handsome. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.